back ranking states based off the films that take place in the states that I chose for the state. Unfortunately for Kentucky, there's like 4. Kentucky is probably one of the most nothing states on here. It's that in Vermont that nobody wants to talk about you in movies or anything, which is unfortunate, but it's whatever. For Kentucky, I had to really dig deep to find a film that was like relevant that took place here. You guys get Return of the Living Dead. I don't know what else to tell you. That's it. Tennessee is a weird one though. You know, I feel like my gut really wanted to do Cocaine Bear for Tennessee because is there anything more Tennessee than Cocaine Bear? Like, actually think about it with your brain. You know, I had to go with Sam Raimi's Evil Dead. Like, I felt bad for you. You know, I didn't want to go with the film that like painted you guys in that light. So I gave you the nicer one. Evil Dead takes place in Tennessee and it does a great job of taking place in Tennessee. You know, there's trees. You guys have trees. That's 34th place. You just be happy with where you are. You're pretty high up. Now, Louisiana, if you think I was gonna choose anything other than The Princess and the Frog, you are dead wrong, mister. Like, it's kinda obvious. Maybe I just don't know enough about Louisiana. You know, maybe I did one Google search on films that took place in Louisiana. I didn't like any of them. I liked The Princess and the Frog, and that's what I'm going. In the 32 spot, we have South Carolina. South Carolina does have The Strangers, you know, that one movie where they break into your house. That movie kind of made me want to stay away from South Carolina, but there's another movie that made me want to do that more, which is The Notebook. And so it's going on here, and it's your movie. And, you know, 32nd place is a good spot to be in. You know, I would not complain about California. You are shockingly low for being the land of Hollywood. And that's my fault, because I could have gone anywhere. There's so many, every film also takes place in California. Unironically, I'm choosing Easy A. This isn't even a bit. I chose Easy A. I wanted to choose Easy A. If I think of California, I'm thinking of like teenage. I'm thinking of Easy A. Unironically, great film. Florida, also kind of low for the wealth of the state that you are. The Florida, I had some trouble choosing. You know, there's a lot of good A24 picks in Florida. There's The Florida Project, Ring Breakers, that takes place in Florida. That's a great underrated A24 film. I'm going with The Birdcage. I'm not going to elaborate on that. In spot 29, I have Oklahoma, surprisingly, and I have Twister. Oklahoma is so self-righteous. They have an entire musical just named after themselves, but with an exclamation point because they think they're that exciting. I don't like you, Oklahoma. I'm choosing Twister because I think it's better. It represents you more than Oklahoma does. Shut up, Oklahoma. Nobody asked you anything. Connecticut. I didn't know any movie took place in Connecticut. Connecticut, I'd say, is very strange and unusual, which is kind of like the movie that takes place here, which is Beetlejuice. I guess films take place here. Welcome, Connecticut, to a very surprisingly high ranking 28th spot. I'm proud of you, Connecticut.